Hello and welcome to KamenRider Blackman, and welcome to part 4 of Ryuki Month, where today we will be discussing the Rider Time special that just came out this year. But before we get into that, there's one thing that I would like to do. A couple weeks ago, I put up a picture on Facebook and asked people, well, let me explain the picture. It was a picture from KamenRider Black where Kotaro was wearing this white motorcycle kind of jacket, and I was asking people what kind of jacket it was because it might be something I want for Christmas. And so I posted a picture of it up online, and now I got some responses back for it. And so with that said, I would like to thank a few people. And so thank you for telling me what kind of jacket it is. To Joshua Murphy, Chris Kelly, a PJ Winskipfeni, and a Mehdi WH. Thank you for your responses, and I will look online for something like that. And now, on to the Rider Time special that came out this year. So this is Ryuki 17 years after the show has ended. And now the Rider War is brought back up. But before that, first things first, that there is a monster, in another Rider, which is another Ryuki, out killing people. And KamenRider ZO and Gates are also part of this special. But the thing with the another Ryuki, which first of all, it's a recolor of the another Ryuga suit. And this plays an important part more later on. But for now, the Rider War is brought back, and 6 of the original actors and a few other people that we haven't met before that become Riders are brought into the mirror world by a mysterious woman who is playing the role of Shiro Kanzaki, to tell them that they have 3 days to kill each other or no one gets out of here. And so, the 6 returning actors are Shinji as Ryuki, Ren as Knight, Tezuka as Raya, KamenRider Guy, Asakura as Oja, and Goro, Kitaoka's butler, as Zolda. Because if you remember, at the end of Ryuki, the butler becomes Zolda after Kitaoka died. And so, I guess with how the special starts off, that for the past few, I don't know how long, but it's basically Rider versus Rider, and Alliance is breaking down. And so, first things first, I want to eat something. And weirdly enough, KamenRider Abyss from Decade is in this special. It's very strange considering the fact that, for starters, he wasn't in the show. He was just something from Decade. But he's there for a short time, and he's there for Ren to basically kill him so that he can get his, fear of having to murder someone. Now, while all the fighting is going along, like I said, Goro's in this special, and he joins up with Asakura and acts as his butler, only for him to get revenge on Kitaoka later. But oh crap! Well, how else do I talk about this? Well, what else do I say? Oh, here, okay. Okay. Now I know what I want to do. So, if you guys remember, at the end of Ryuki, there was an alternate timeline where everyone's memories of the Rider War basically never happened. Oddly enough, I think it's just with Shinji and Ren that they both have this sense of deja vu. But the point, but the further that point is, the woman playing Shiro Kanzaki, she has all their memories from the previous timeline, and so I guess step by step they all try to remember. Well, both Shinji and Ren try to remember. Asakura and Goro both still have their memories intact, despite the fact that once they enter the mirror world, she stripped their memories from them. So this could just be me, but I think she does a crappy job at it. And so, oh yeah, here's another subplot that's also, well, a thing. Both Raya and Guy are a couple. There's nothing wrong with that. Completely fine. But how they bring it up was just so unreal. While they're all eating, while they're all having a meal together, Raya, Guy, and some other I think the guy who is Scissors, they're all having a meal, and both Tezuka and Jun stab him to death. They just straight up shanked him. He falls back and dies. Then afterwards, they're about to have sex. That's how they bring it up that they are a couple. Yeah, that was just unreal. Even I still say this when I first said this when I saw that scene, and I still say it now. You could have, if you guys wanted to be alone for a bit, you could have asked him to leave. You didn't have to murder him. Jesus Christ. Now, I want to take a moment right now to talk about, well, the effects in this. For starters, when one person gets eaten, back then when a monster ate a human, it took its time, but once Raya, Tezuka, it convinced the people on his side to join up with the bad side. He betrayed them. He summons his contract beast, and it swoops down to eat someone, and it happens insanely fast, as opposed to back then when a monster was eating someone, they dissolved first, and it took its time. Well, I guess that part I just wanted to mention there. And so, what else is there to talk about? Talk about that. Oh yeah. KamenRider Ryuga, Dark Shinji, he's also back in this. He acts like a manipulator, convincing both Guy and Raya to kill each other, to which they almost do so. Well, yeah, Guy kills Raya, and then while Guy is just distraught, Ryuga comes in and kills him. And Ryuga also merges with, Shinji again. And it happens around the time both Shinji and Ren both start to remember each other. And so there's a lot of conflict happening now. Goro soon reveals his true intentions, so him and Asakura battle. This is what's up. Oh my god, this part. Zolda shoots the shit out of Oja. They both final vent each other, and Oja still makes it out of there fine. He's struggling, but he should be dead by that. I don't know why he isn't, at all. You are not God. Why do you still live after being shot up a bunch of times? like, no, like, Zolda died. Like, after all that damage, he should be dead by that. But then, once he catches Shinji and Ren fighting, he jumps in on it, and then he stabs Ren to death. But then I think he gets murdered back too, and that's what kills him. Like, no! You should have... How is he... Jesus Christ, how much blood has to be in your body so that you would fully drop, man? That's just not possible. But now, let me reveal the true plot of the special. The woman who is acting as, well, Kanzaki Shiro, like, she originally was a woman who got into a car accident, and when she was in the hospital, the person who ran her over visited her every day, and then a relationship soon built. Her condition was starting to get a lot worse, to the point where she was going to die, and she knows it. So her boyfriend becomes another Ryuki to kill people and absorb their life force to send them to her to make sure she is in well condition. So that explains Zio and Gates. But like what I said, Ren dies, and which makes Shinji the victor of the Rider War. And so Shinji wins, and the woman is giving him a request to stop her boyfriend from killing people and tell him the truth that she wasn't going to make it. And so he does so. Shinji goes back to, the real world, and fights as Ryuki against another Ryuki. He finds Zio and Gates, and I believe his powers all transfer and into the Ryuki Ride Watch, to which he gives to Sogo. And from there, they use the Ryuki powers to defeat another Ryuki. And then KamenRider Odin shows up, and he says that he was going to restart the Rider War all over again. And then eventually they kill him, finally murdering him. Since, if you remember, at the end of Ryuki, Odin technically didn't die. He forfeited, and then the last thing we see was him and Yue in some pocket dimension with their younger selves coloring. So there was really no indication there that he died, in my opinion. And so, one of the last things that Shinji does was go to a hospital and checks on Eri, Ren's girlfriend, since at this point they're both married. And that was the Rider Time special. This was actually pretty good. No, seriously, I mean it. Like, this is a real alternate ending that fits Ryuki well. It's dark, it's personal, and all of the focuses are concentrated on one plot. Like the thing with the another Ryuki that also played a part with the Rider War and whatnot, that perfectly fits a show like Ryuki. There was good action, there was good drama, there's even good fighting. There was good action, good drama, good fighting, and it fits much better. It's just like, comparing this to the actual show ending, it just had plot holes that once I got done with the show, I still just looked at everything and went, wait, what? But this, on the other hand, had no plot holes at all. Everything explained itself, and they're able to put it to bed peacefully. And so, if I do say so myself, this is a better alternate ending to the show proper. And actually, before I get any further into the alternate endings of this show, I want to take a moment to do a small character analysis. Now, I would do one for Tezuka, but there's really not much about him that's different, except for he's a lot darker now, and no, that's about it. But Ren, however, when watching this, Ren felt like a completely different person. He's a lot more calmer. It's probably because he's not as bullheaded as he was in the show. His mind was on something else. But I think that's because he calmed down with age. Like, he's married now. He actually got what he wanted at the end, which was the whole point of him fighting in the Rider War. And it's a real shame that he died. Because seeing that, you look and think, well, originally Shinji died and Ren lived. And now it feels like it was fixed in a different way that felt like this is what really should have happened between those two friends. And so, yeah, Ren's not bad in it. Actually, so yeah, Ren's not terrible in this. And really, why would he? Like, Ren was, like, honestly the best character in Ryuki. And so, if I was to rank the alternate endings in this show proper, how would I want it? It would be Rider Time first, the actual show ending second. Well, yeah, hang on now, let me think about this. On second thought, maybe... Okay, so it would be Rider Time Special first. I still don't know how I want it. Let me do it backwards. So, for last place, it would be the 13 Rider Special, because I really didn't like the 13 Rider Special. Like, the alternate endings to that was, there's no escaping the Rider War no matter what, which made everything pointless. And then, third to that would be... It's a toss-up between the actual show ending and episode final, because episode final is inconclusive, and the actual show ending had an actual ending. 13 Rider Special was just Shinji and Ren going to fight all those monsters, and I guess who knows there. So I guess episode final makes it in third, the show ending in second, and the Rider Time Special at first. Since this was the better one, it closed up, like, it put some stuff to bed. There weren't any real issues with it, and everything in this was just fine. And so, yeah, that's about it. Next week, we will be officially ending Ryuki Month with doing a how to fix Ryuki video. So, look forward to that. And that is about it. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. And I will see you guys next time. Peace. Look forward to the final week of Ryuki Month.